Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, giving you exclusive events on headlines that you didn't even know you needed. And with that said, let's get on with some events. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell. And away we go, humans, and away we go. You know, with 2022 at the end, there was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of strange news. I mean, you saw it here, you caught them here. There was a lot of crazy, a lot of events. You know, a lot of things that was catching everybody off guard and by surprise. Like I said, it was just a new drama or new thing to react to like damn near every day. But a lot of things that were going around here, and they seem to really, get like, maybe like a second wind. You know, they got like really strong. They hit the second level, was conspiracy theories. And now on the end of the year, real strong with the best conspiracy theories of 2022 that are still going to be lurking around and probably going to get a little stronger, for 2023. And the first one I'm going to start off with, humans, is chemtrails. I mean, you hear a lot about like climate change and like, environmental and saving the earth. And a lot of things they're blaming on climate change right now. Like, I mean, seeing my early articles, they were trying to blame it on women's obesity. They blamed it on Obama before, like hurricanes and stuff when he was in office. And, they blamed a lot of things like that. There was a lot of things happening with these chemtrails. And apparently, if people don't know what they were, what about the chemtrails, they were alleged, government was spraying these chemicals into the skies that were, helping control the population and control the crops and, control people, control humans, period. They were putting chemicals in there and all kinds of things were happening with these chemicals. They were hiding what you could really see out in the sun or out in the sky. They were like trying to hide what we could see out in the side. Like there was some crazy like gigantic construct out in space they didn't want us to see also. So they cover all these things that covered and hide the stimulation that's going on. So that was the one that started off with the chemtrails. I mean, those things went on. I mean, you see them every day. Like you come out of airplanes and you don't know what to think. What's going in there? It can't be good. Obviously it can't be good for us. But will they ever tell us what it is? Who knows? Who knows, humans? But in 2023, I mean, I'm predicting that they'll still be around, and they'll probably be like multicolored. They'll be like kaleidoscopes of chemtrails. They'll be like new ones. They'll be like here's spicy hot. They'll be like winter one. I'm sure there already is. It's probably like seasonal trails or seasonal spritzers. For society. And on to the next one, humans. Mind control. A lot of people have been talking about mind control. When you see a lot of these people, they were calling them like celebrity glitches. Or like they were thinking like everybody would be glitching out. Like you would see like Jalen Rose, like former Fab Five member, now he's like sports commentator, played basketball, good career. You seen him out there getting ready to put makeup on him. He just froze. They showed like other NBA players froze and other famous people in Hollywood just freezing out and glitching out. Out of nowhere. And they were saying these people like were under this mind control and like the machine wasn't turned on yet. There's one of Bill Clinton getting ready. And look, he just all statue, like they just didn't turn him on. He was just like, sitting there like just all monotone and comatose out, just sitting there like a frozen mannequin. And then all of a sudden it's time to go and they turn him back on. There was this one story that went around. Like they were saying like some of the celebrities are robots. A lot of people are trying to say that some of the athletes, that's one of the new ones going around right now that I think is going to gain momentum for 2023 is that there's not only like the celebrities had mind controls, there's 3 different ones for the celebrities. So these last ones here are going to touch on these 3 different celebrity levels of all these conspiracies. So one of them was the mind control, which also they're trying to mind control, like control people out in society. So it's not just, centered into like the Hollywood realm. And the other one is some of the celebrities are robots, like athletes and certain performers and things like that. So there's been stories of people that came out and made allegations of, I think there was like a married couple. They said they were in some news station. And inside this news station, they went into some wrong door. Like they turned down a door. It's always the door you ain't supposed to go down. So they find this door And behind this door, she said there was all these newscasters down these like little squares, which look like they're little studio rooms, kind of like the ones you could see outside in Times Square. Kind of like the ones you could see there. And all these little individual like cubicles, I guess, but it was like supposed to be news. She said it was like every country in the world was like different countries and all these things. And she said when she looked in there, they were all all the casters were sitting there and the reporters, but when you saw underneath the desk, there was no bodies. It was all robots. So basically now celebrities and like the entertainers, like a bunch of them are robots. There's another conspiracy that's going around into 2022 that I think is going to gain more momentum in 2023 because, like I said, of TikTok and whatnot. Like people are finding these old videos. A lot of the conspiracies that are popping up there are actually super old that were on YouTube and before YouTube, and they're just gaining life again on TikTok. It's kind of weird. But yeah, the celebrities, she says that all these people and they weren't even real humans. That half their bodies was just connected to the machine that runs them. And that's pretty creepy to think about if that was really true. Like, you got a great imagination, or I don't know what happened, or what's going on. You're writing books. You're a writer. No, I don't know. Or you really saw something. It's really hard, to take someone serious when they see something that's so unbelievable. It's probably like, with some of that Epstein stuff that was going on, and people that go into some crazy things when it involves people of power. I mean, they make it look real hard for them to look bad, and it makes it look and it looks easy as heck to make you look bad. Like, take that Orlando Brown, for instance. The guy could be telling the truth, or is he really going crazy? Is Kanye telling the truth, or is he crazy? Were other celebrities that were coming out telling the truth, were they crazy, or were they telling the truth? Excuse me. 2 times. So that's one thing that really gets your interest. You don't know who's telling the truth, and you don't know like what's going on because of things they really come down on them people that make those drastic statements, like Orlando Brown or Kanye West and other people that came out and spoke on before them. As soon as they make something drastic, next thing you know, like Andrew Tate recently arrested again, after whatever alleged happenings, the allegations going against him. But there seems like all these people that are speaking out against the system are now all of a sudden criminals. So my question is do you have to be a criminal or someone of a criminal background, in order to find truth or, speak out against the system just because you don't agree with it? Like, if you don't agree with it and you're, publicly and, bravely, if that's even the right way to say the word, bravely, speaking out, on these things that you feel passionate about, and suffering and, taking the consequences with it. I mean, there's not a lot of people doing that out there. And I admire the people out there that have the guts to do it. They got a big enough platform, so people are hearing them. I mean, even if a person like myself was out there doing it, or, it's probably not getting the reach out like those people out there and those, with those giant platforms out there. But to keep it on this celebrity conspiracies, the last one are like the celebrities part of this, like satanic cults who drink like baby blood and adrenochrome, and that they even did like blood rituals to get their Hollywood careers in effect. Some of this stuff could be true when you hear like, the casting couch things, like what they do on the casting couch. I don't know if there's like the blood, signing over to your soul couch or anything like that, but you definitely saw Weinstein getting in trouble and some other producers and yada yada. And could the celebrities be in part of this, satanic cult? It seems like they're just out of the blue, like just they don't even hide it anymore. If this is true, I mean, they kind of exploit it out there. If the entertainment business is surrounded by like Satan worshipers, I mean, look at the little Nas video. He was like, twerking on the devil, and then you got like, like a lot of these new music videos. He was a Bieber video, like a Billie Eilish video, like they're bleeding out the eye, doing all this weird like symbolism in there, and these like videos like are getting really dark. Another thing I don't understand is like, why do all the female performers all have to wear bathing suits now? Like the performing bathing suit now is like, I mean, like that's your on stage. I never see them in pants anymore. I mean, you're beautiful. And if you guys want to express your body, that's fine. I just have a question. Like, it's just, I don't see like no originality. So I just wondered about that. Is that part of like the cult? Like you all got to wear the bathing suits? I just wonder, like, and then they say that other conspiracy about The black actors or black people in Hollywood, do they really, do the males really have to go and wear the dress? And do the people other in Hollywood also have to do those humiliation rituals and do all these things? And they claim that you have to sacrifice someone in your life. And, there's a lot of crazy things going on in this entertainment business. And I think these are gaining more momentum as well. That one fashion company that, is getting a little riff if you say things on it. You could get a little flag on your videos and on your, content because of what's involved with children or whatnot. And you see a certain family tied with this family, and people are like, how come nothing happens to that family? Well, one of the conspiracies is that Hollywood couple, that Hollywood family, is that they were all witches. Like, they're all part of the game. Like that Brovanovich lady, they're all part of her crew. I think it was Barbara Walters, rest in peace, called them all out one day in an interview. Was like, what do you guys do? The whole Kardashian family was sitting on his chair. I don't remember if it was in the 90s, early 2000s one time. She was like, y'all don't even have talent. Like, she was like, and one person said too recently in an interview that the no talent is the new talent. I'm like, wow, that makes kind of crazy sense because of some of these people out here, don't really seem that talented. Like, there's nobody had like longevity. You don't even feel like nobody's gotten a longevity no more in this entertainment game. Especially when you see the Hollywood box office. Man, that was depressing. That's depressing just as well. But let's say this conspiracy, like I said, I believe it's gaining a lot of momentum because a lot of people's stuff now looks darker and darker. Some of the fashion's getting darker. Like I said, this new fashion line is doing all this weird, controversial things. Sexualization of young children's getting out there pretty popular in some of these new forms of entertainment when it comes to film and, music and things like that. It's kind of getting trendy. It's getting weird. Films coming out like Babylon, exposing, some of these things in the Hollywood industry. So you never know. This could be true. But what about this like baby blood drinking thing, that adrenochrome thing? Like, what if that shit is true? Like, who the first one that like discovered this story and decided to break like that? There was some scientific story. Was it a medical student that had these facts on maybe there was effects of this type of product, and then like it just got a hold of people and they just started exaggerating? I don't know. I don't know, humans, but like I said, get ready for 2023 because these ones are going to, like I said, some of these right here, I believe are going to gain more momentum because technology is growing. Our reach with technology is growing too, even though ours is limited compared to what other people have above us, and all those levels. There's levels to that game. So I say pay attention to 2023 because it's going to get pretty interesting. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I appreciate it. Like I said, hit me with a subscription with notifications. My name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.